So good morning. This is class 8 science. We are doing chapter 16 coal and petroleum. In this chapter we are going to talk about natural resources, exhaustible and inexhaustible. We are going to learn about the fossil fuels. We will see how coal is formed, what are its uses, and we will see the destructive distillation of coal. Finally, we will go to petroleum, how the petroleum is formed and its refining. We'll talk about natural gas and we will talk about the problems which have created due to the overutilization of fossil fuels, right? So let's start with the first part. That is, children, we, the humans, we require many materials for fulfilling our basic requirements, right? So we require air, we require water, we require many other resources, right? We require many other resources for our basic living, right? So your air and water, they are, children, natural resources. So let's come to the first topic of the chapter, and that is natural resources. So please underline the definition for natural resources, children. The material obtained from nature, they are called natural resources. For example, air, water, soil, the wildlife, forest, coal, petroleum. These all are your natural resources, as these resources we get from the nature. Natural resources, they can be categorized into two types. First is exhaustible resources, natural resources, and other is inexhaustible natural resources, right? They are natural resources, but one can get exhausted, means as the humans, they consume it, one fine day we will not find them. So they are the exhaustible natural resources. So the natural resources which can be exhausted because of the human consumptions, they are called the exhaustible natural resources. Example, coal, petroleum, water, mineral, forest, natural gas. These all can get exhausted because of our continuous usage of this natural resources. So this natural resources, they are known as exhaustible natural resources, means they can get finished, right? Next, let's talk about the second type of natural resources, which is inexhaustible natural resources, means they will not get exhausted, right? For example, air. Yes, you use air, you use sunlight, you use wind as much as possible, it won't get exhausted, right? So the natural resources which are not likely to be exhausted due to human activities and they are present in unlimited quantities, they are called inexhaustible natural resources. So children, natural resources are broadly classified into exhaustible natural resource and inexhaustible natural resource. These are about the natural resources. We are having an artificial resource also. Artificial resource means it is man-made resource. It is made by humans. For example, pen, chair, car, paper, all your furniture or your clothes, they all come under artificial resources. They all are also required. They all are also our necessity, right? So they are the artificial resources. Now let's move to the next topic, and that is fossil fuel. Next topic is fossil fuels. Now, children, fossil fuels, you can learn it in terms of a story that long years back, millions of years back, what happened? Millions of years back, the plants, the dead animals, they got buried under the earth. Earth के नीचे वो bury हो गए क्या? Plants, dead animals सब bury हो गए. And under the earth we know that there continuously the change occurs, the change in pressure, the change in temperature, right, under the earth. The temperature is very high, right? So these dead plants and animals which got buried under the earth millions of years back, due to the high temperature, due to the high pressure, children, they got converted into fuel. They got converted into fuel, and this fuel is known as fossil fuel. They are known as fossil fuel, and this fossil fuel, children, they are natural resources. Fossil fuels, they come under natural resources, and this fossil fuel, they contain they carbon, right? They contain carbon. So when they burn in presence of oxygen, it produces heat energy, and so we are using fossil fuel as fuels. For example, कोल यूज करते हैं हम, पेट्रोलियम यूज करते हैं हम, नेचुरल गैस एज अ फ्यूल यूज करते हैं हम. So they all are your fossil fuels, right beta? So remember the story. Millions of years back, if they ask you in exam, what are fossil fuels? So millions of years back, what happened? The dead plants and animals got buried under the earth, and then due to the high temperature and pressure, they got converted into fuels, and these fuels are known as fossil fuels, right? So children, come on, underline it. Firstly, fossil fuels, they contain carbon, and when this carbon, it burns in presence of oxygen, it produces heat energy, and so these fossil fuels are used as fuels, right? So they can be defined as, what is the definition? The material of biological origin, means it is coming naturally, right? Where it is within the earth crust, earth की crust में है, और वो क्या है? Which can be used as a source of energy. And the story which I told you, that story is over here. That fossil fuels are formed how? By decomposition of plants and animals which got buried under the earth, and due to the geological changes is change in temperature, there change in pressure, and millions of years ago this happened, right? And then they got converted into fossil fuels, and fossil fuels are non-renewable energy sources. Non-renewable means उसको हम जल्दी जल्दी से नहीं ले सकते, वापस नहीं बनता वो. It takes millions of years to form fossil fuel. So if you are using fossil fuel very fast, one fine day all fossil fuels will be finished, and then to form new fossil fuels, it will take millions of years, right? So they are non-renewable energy sources. They are, Arushi, non-renewable energy sources, right children? Why they are non-renewable? Because they take millions of years to form again, right beta? Chalo. So fossil fuels, as you know, they can be categorized at, go to the next page children. Fossil fuels, they can be categorized as solid fuels. Solid fuels mein kaun aayega beta? In solid fuels, we will have coal, right? If we talk about liquid fuels will have petroleum, then heavy oil, right? Etc. And you talk about gaseous fuels. Gaseous fuel is natural gas. Natural gas is the gaseous fossil fuel, right beta? So you can categorize fossil fuel into three types. Give the classification of fossil fuel, three types: solid fuels, liquid fuels, and gaseous fuels, right beta? Chalo. Come to the next topic, and that is coal. The next topic is coal. So children, coal. So coal is a complex substance. It consists of many things. Coal जो आप देखते हो ना, वो सिर्फ एक चीज नहीं होती. That is not only carbon, right? It consists of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and many others also. Nitrogen, sulfur, and phosphorus. Right? So coal is a fossil fuel, and in that fossil fuel, coal is very complex. It is a solid fossil fuel, and it consists of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen mainly. Yes, but we have nitrogen, sulfur, and phosphorus also. They are present in less number, but they are present in coal, right? Where is coal found? Coal is found deep under the earth. When by digging it, coal is removed, right? You might have seen the coal mines in which the digging process continues and coal is removed from the coal mine, right? Now let's see the formation of coal. How this coal is formed, right? So again the same story is over here, and that is, okay, coal was formed about millions of years ago. How? The dead remains of plants, trees, ferns, other plants, and they got buried, right? They got buried under the earth crust, under the soil, under the rock. And then what happened there? There the decomposition started, means it was broken down into the trees, the plants, the animals, they were broken down into small parts by some bacteria, right? And then because of the high temperature and high pressure, they got converted into coal. So same story again, right? Little bit in detail, but you can just write the same story. That is exact the summary of the formation of coal. But let's read it, no problem, right? So let's start. Coal was from the dead remains of trees, ferns, and other plants that lived 300 to 400 million years ago. In some area of United States, coal was formed from the swamp covered by sea water. It is believed that the dead plants were covered by rock and soil and were decomposed by bacteria. Bacteria broke the plants and dead plants and animals into simpler form. New plants grew in the soil and they also got buried under the soil and rock. New plants grow, they also got buried. Volcanic eruption and earthquake, because of volcanoes and earthquake, forests were destroyed. This forest also got buried under the earth and they got covered with sand, clay and water, right? They remained there over years. These remains went deeper and deeper. ये plants जो है वो नीचे 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 crust में जाते रहे. And due to the high temperature and pressure inside the earth, and in absence of air, I mean, inside the earth you are having rock, salt, right? The rock, you are having soil, you are having lava, right? They got converted into coal, right? So same story, write it down. That is enough for the formation of coal. Chalo. So now underline here one definition is there, that is the slow chemical reaction of conversion of plants into coal. Plants किससे बने हैं? Wood से. So wood जो है that gets converted into coal, right? You know the process, the story, the millions of years ago, right? Is called carbonization. Carbonization. So the slow chemical process of conversion of wood into coal is called carbonization, right? The volatile substance, volatile means जो highly active, reactive substance होते हैं, वो तो पहले ही निकल गए. But the carbon content of the dead plants and animals, they remained there and they grew and they got converted into coal, right? So carbonization is a very slow process and it takes thousands of years to convert plants into coal. So carbonization is a very slow process. It takes thousands of years to convert wood into coal, right? Chalo, come to the next page. Okay, volatile, as I already told you, the substance which is very reactive, so it went away. It evaporates and it leaves at room temperature pressure, वो उड़ जाता है. What is remaining? Main thing that is remaining is carbon, right? Now children, this topic is very, very important. Now children, we are going to talk about the various stages of coal formation. Coal form होता है, right? But it undergoes through various steps. There are various steps after which the coal has formed, right? So here they have shown you in 4 steps. They have shown you the coal formation in 4 steps. So let's read them and try to understand them, right? Sure, let's start. First thing, you know, coal is mainly containing carbon because it is formed from plants which contains carbon. But the amount of carbon in different coal is different, right? Now let's start with the step number 1. Step number 1. Here you can see the plants, the forest, right? Now these forests, they gets buried under the rock, under the soil over here. So they form not directly coal. Coal नहीं form हुआ अभी time लगेगा. Coal को तो millions of years लगते हैं, right? So what do they form? They form PET, P-E-A-T, right? You can call it peat also, right? So this peat is not coal. That is not coal. That is just starting, right? So what is it? It is nothing but this all children plants, branches, leaves, they have got collected, है ना? Collect हो गए हैं. और उनमें अभी वो plants they got buried, so they are having water in that, right? They are having large quantity of water and carbon is less. Slowly, the amount of carbon will increase, right? Slowly, the amount of carbon is going to increase and moisture, the water, slowly, it will become less. So, first is peat. That is what? It is accumulation, collection of partially decayed. Decayed means गले हुए leaves, twigs and branches. So उसमें क्या होगा ज़्यादा? It will have more water, moisture and very less carbon. That is about 50 to 60% of carbon. So this is the first step of coal formation. I hope first step is clear. Right? Now, peat is formed. Peat is 50 to 60% carbon, right? And it is having large amount of water, moisture. The moisture come hoga dhire dhire because as we go down and down, we know that the air will become less, right? Let's start with the second stage. Now, what happens in second stage, children? In the second stage of coal formation, brown coal called lignite is formed. Means the peat, it gets compressed, वो दब जाती है between the different layers of the soil and because of the pressure, ऊपर से भी pressure लग रहा है soil का, नीचे से भी pressure लग रहा है. So because of the pressure by the different layers of the soil, by the different layers of the earth, what happens? The peat gets converted into brown coal, that is lignite, right? In lignite, the carbon content has increased. In peat, it was 50 to 60 and now it is 70%, right? And as it has got compressed because of the pressure, so what will happen? The moisture, the water in it, it has lost most of the moisture which was present in it and it is now rich in carbon. It is having about 70% carbon, right? Now it is more solid because water has been removed, moisture has been removed, right? It is more solid as compared to pit, but still it is soft, right? Now, let's move to the third stage over here. Now, further, it will feel more pressure as it is going to go down and down. The pressure level will increase and this brown color coal, which is your lignite, because of the pressure of the different layers of the earth, of the soil, it gets converted into a very dark, dense and brittle, that is bituminous coal. Bituminous coal. right? And bituminous, it has lost all moisture and impurities. Now it is having about 80 to 85% of carbon. 70 say the carbon content has increased to 80 to 85%. Now it is a very good, it is an efficient fuel, it is a very good fuel, right? But if we start burning bituminous coal, it will produce ash. वो राख produce करेगा, sulfur produce करेगा, and this sulfur and ash, they are going to pollute our environment, right? So we will not use coal in this stage. Now let's move to the final fourth stage of formation of coal, and that is, children, the fourth stage is when the bituminous is going to get converted into anthracite. Anthracite is the final coal, right? What happens? This bituminous, when it remains in the earth for a long time, and because of the very high pressure, इतना pressure, ऊपर से भी rock, नीचे से भी soil, सब जगह से, right? So because of the very high pressure, it becomes hard, and it has now 90% of carbon, and this is a very good fuel. It will burn with a little smoke as compared to the bituminous coal. Right, beta? So these are the four stages of formation of coal. The first step, you know, it is the formation of peat. Peat is what? It is just the collection of partly decayed leaves, twigs and branches, and it has a lot of moisture and it has less carbon content, that is 50 to 60. Then it gets converted into lignite because of the pressure of these rock layers. And now this lignite is brown coal. It has lost moisture and it is about having 70% of carbon. Then the lignite gets converted into bituminous coal, which has lost all the moisture impurities, and it is very efficient fuel as it is having about 80 to 85% of carbon in it. But if you burn it, it will produce ash and sulfur, which are going to pollute our environment. So let it remain in the soil. Then it gets converted into anthracite, which is your black coal, and which is it is rich in the carbon content, that is 90%. How it is formed? The bituminous coal remains in the earth for a long time, and because of the high pressure, it gets converted into a hard coal, which is your anthracite coal. Okay, children, this is it.